Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture about while loops in R. Okay, so first before talking about while loops specifically, let us first talk about what loops are. Loops are a code construct that execute a block of code, and now this block of code can be just one line or hundreds of lines long. It executes this block of code as long as a specific condition is true, as long as a specific condition is reached. Now as you can imagine, loops are very handy. They help you save time, reduce error, and make the code more readable by reducing the code duplication. Now R has two loop commands, while loops and for loops. In this video we will discuss while loops, and in the next video we will talk about for loops. Like I said before, loops execute a set of statements as long as a specific condition is true. This is true for the while loop. Now let us take an example where we want to print I, the variable I, print its value as long as the value inside I is less than 6. So let us open up the R console and get to work. Oops. So let us start I with the value 1. Now you write the condition you want inside the parenthesis. While I is less than or equal to I, you execute a set of commands. You print I, and then you increase I's value by 1. Now you'll see that when I press enter, when I end this code block, you will see all the values from 1 until 6 printed on your screen. And that is what we see now. And the loop's execution stopped at 6 because the condition 6 less than or equal to 6 is the last condition that's true, because when I gets incremented to 7, 7 is not less than or equal to 6. Execution will not enter this code block, the while loop code block. So in while loops you have to remember to keep and increment the indexing variable, else the loop will continue forever and cause your machine to hang. Break statement. Break statement is a keyword that is used to stop the loop's execution if a specific condition is reached. So let us deal with it in our previous example. While so now we won't get all outputs from 1 up until 6 because of the break keyword. Oh, I forgot to increment I. Sorry, please bear with me. For reverse search, repeating some keystrokes. So let us remember to increment I also this time. We give the value I plus 1, and when we press enter, finally you see only the output 1, 2 and 3. This is because when I is 3, print I gets executed and 3 equal to 3. Code execution enters inside and the break statement is reached. Code exits the while loop and you stop getting any output. The next statement. Next statement functions similarly to the break statement in that it is used inside loops. The next statement is used to skip a loop's iteration. So let us say this time we will remember to reset I to the value 1. We print I. So let us increment I first, and then check whether it is equal to 3 or not. 3 here is just a random number. You can compare it to any number that is less than 6, and we enter the next keyword, and we also print I. So now when I press enter, you will see the values, the integers from 1 until 6. Oh, I forgot to reset the value of I. Oh, let me reset I to 1. I is I plus 1, and then we next, and we do print I, and now you see when I press enter, you see I did not get the value 3 printed through my output, and this is because when I was 3, the code's iteration skipped the current value and moved to the next iteration where it was incremented to 4 before being printed to the screen. Okay, so now let us play a small little game, Yahtzee. This is a game about if-else conditions combined with the while loop. So now let us say that we have a variable called dice, and while the variable dice has a value less than 6, less than equal to 6, we want this loop to execute. And first we are checking if the value inside dice is less than 6, less than 5, let's say, and if that is so, it will enter inside, and we will print no Yahtzee inside this if statement. Now outside this if statement, else we print Yahtzee. Okay, so let us not forget to increment the value of I. It would have been quite pointless had we not written this statement. Oh, I is not a variable. I forgot. If print and else we print Yahtzee. Yeah, and we'll increment dice this time, not I. Dice plus 1. Yeah, so now when we press enter, you see that 4 times I got no Yahtzee in the output, and 2 times I got Yahtzee in the output. And this is because originally dice had the value 1, which was obviously less than 5, so it entered inside no Yahtzee. Again, the next time around it had the value 2, no Yahtzee. Value 3, no Yahtzee. Value 4, 4 is also less than 5, no Yahtzee. Now in the 5th iteration, dice has the value 5, and 5 is not less than 5. Thus it skipped the if statement and instead it entered the else statement, where I saw as output Yahtzee. And similarly, dice with the value 6 also printed Yahtzee. Okay, so that's all I had regarding the while loop. I'm sorry for the confusion. I request you to go back and watch this lecture again if you had any confusion. And if your confusion is still not resolved, feel free to mention it in the comment section and I will get right to it. Thank you. Bye.